Hi everyone, I am Margot, your tarot reader, and today we're doing a personal reading for a client that will represent the sign of Cancer. A Capricorn will also be in question. As you already know, prior to the recording, I call on to the universe with the personal information of my clients because my clients remain private at all times. During the recording, during the reading, if there are moments of silence, it is when I'm transcending to your spirit guides so they can start delivering and continuously deliver the messages and predictions that we need to pass on to you. As you already know, certain predictions can come during the time frame that I give you. If you decide that a prediction does not align with you, you can always adjust your energy emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, in all within itself, and see if the universe and the gods itself will let you align that energy or predictions to your soothing. Not that it is to the path, but to your soothing. As always, they are predictions that cannot and will not be changed because it is the path that you have to take and the persons in questions have to take in this earthly world. Okay? I want to thank you as always for choosing me, to letting me help you in your spiritual journey. We'll begin with the love and light to you and yours, ancestors that I see. Thank you for all your kind words, and absolutely, I enjoy reading your emails all the time. Why is that? Because I feel the release that you have within you and that you need to be heard. And that is why I choose to do what I do when it comes to my clients. It is not just about predicting or reading. It is about growing spiritually, emotionally, to a better light, to a better path. And you, my dear, you understand that. And you're following that journey. You're looking for that journey, for that white light, for that white path. You'll get there. You have taken tremendous big steps. See, the thing is that with you, it's how do I refrain from the way I want to say it, and I'll just try to keep it short. But you see, your and no, I'm not going to be choosing my words in a way that that I don't want to be hurting and whatnot towards you. That see what, and as you know, that when I say something, it is because the spirit guides are communicating as well as your energy itself. But you see, when you feel weak and when you feel that you can't come out of that hole, it's for a reason, right? And what's that reason? Stagnation is one. Life pattern is another. The soul journey is also another. And the third soul journey can be very dramatic toward the way we live our lives in this earthly world, with the flesh and all. But it has also a number of factors involved. And one of those factors is also the people that we have around, their energy, what we give to them and what we get from their energy, right? And by that I mean that, you know, sometimes when we are in relationships, it can even be friends or family members, energy transcends energy. And so they drain us completely. They drain us. And then we look and see, well, why is someone moving ahead and I'm not? For those reasons, because we have just let them use it and give it. And I feel that because of that, see, you do not understand, or because of all the things you've been through, that you feel like you're still stuck in that little, how I sense you is desperate for help, desperate for a way out. I feel that you are, let's say, like the Eight of Swords. I feel that you are in a wall that you built to protect yourself from getting hurt or from being protected from other people that you feel that are hurting you. And so you built this protective wall. But now that wall is cluttering you, your mind, your spirit, and your physical form. Now that wall, you know, that you built, you know, this is you and this is the wall. And it feels to me that that wall feels more shattered towards you. It's closing in and you can't breathe. It's closing in and you don't know which way to go out. You don't know if you can get out of the emotional sense that you're feeling, the emotional tensions. And what that is, because the wall is closing into you, uh, it's also taking effect, including in your health, I feel. So be very wise of that, okay? But, and you're feeling like you're closed in. Some days are good and you feel like you can breathe. But then there are other days, and most of the days, that you feel that you're so trapped and you're feeling like it's closing in on you, that wall that you built. And what happens is that it's blinding you. You're not seeing where the way out is, in and out. And as you can see, my hand, there's a way out here. There's a way out here. There's a way out here. There's any other way you look at it, there's a way out of that wall you built. And the wall that you built is no longer protecting you. It is closing in on you, and you have no way out when you can see that there's a whole space to look. So it feels to me that the wall, it's in the front of you and not in the back of you. In other words, the wall is closing in onto the future, and it has the open door, the back door open to the past still. And that is normal. I am not saying, this is your fault, or no, none whatsoever. Absolutely not. When people like you are going through that stage, and there are hundreds out there, thousands out there, are going through such thing, it's understandable. Some people can go through a deep depression, and God forbid, suicide and whatnot. And it's out there for that reason most of the time. But what I'm saying is that what is it that you're not looking? Do you see this? It's clear through. It's a beauty. It's remarkably strong, very strong, right? You have to see that all the trials that you've been through from this moment on in the past, even though they've been very hurting, they are for a reason. Because you have to say, I learned from them. As hard as they were, I have learned from them. And now I can move freely in the next path. Do you see that? And I feel that because you don't know how, and which we will work on that as we have talked about. But I feel that what I have to say is, because of all of this, that the transit with the Mars and so forth is coming to light again, if it hasn't already in the last month or so. It will probably hinder your health. The emotional status that we're going through does and can and will affect the health of our being, the body itself, because the spirit is not getting the nurture that it needs. So it's bursting out into our body. And also because it's wear and tear that we have in our body, and naturally there are things that has to happen, right? But all in one can be quite damaging to ourselves. And I know you're following me this, so I need you to realign yourself. Even though you do this every now and then, we're going to have to work on that some more, and some realign your affirmations as well. Your partner is aboard with a lot of things that you're doing in the path that you want to go. We will also look into that to see how genuine it is. As Capricorn and Cancer, these are the cardinal signs that are going through dramatic punch in the bag, with the Mars retrograde. So we're going to have to be a little bit more sensitive to each other's needs and desires, but at the same time give ourselves a little bit of space in there, because we don't want to be attacking toward each other or toward others, because we can do so or they can do to us, especially as we are right now. So I would advise that, as always, if you have to rewind the video, and you have, continue to do so you can see what are the best advices that Margot is giving me now. Okay, as always, choose the ones that are for improving yourself and your relationships, and your self-being. Okay, and let's get started. As I was saying, you have been someone that have served the country for over 23 years. People that are in the military that do not go to war are literally depressed, committing suicide and whatnot, and they're just feeling like they're worthless in this world because of the dramatic changes that their body made, their spirit made, and their mind made. And imagine those people that also have been to war, how dramatic experiences they've had spiritually and physically and mentally as yourself, you know. And then you come and be in such relationships, you know, and suffer as the way you did, you know. It is beyond me what people cannot see about themselves, and also what people cannot see about other people, the goodness of it, you know what I mean. And I feel that in your situation, you are just much, much more, 10 times fold more stronger than all the path that you've led in the past. But especially much more, 10 times fold, if not more, stronger than those people that have done the damage or think that they've done to manage that damage on you. And the most likely reason why that person had done what it did to you with you, it is because they were weak. It is because they knew and could see your capacity, your strength, your vigorness. And so they could not allow that. And so they drag you down. They make you feel less than. They had to overpower you so you will not over succeed them in whatever situation at that time it was. Obsessiveness, jealousy, and whatever else it happened. And it happened for those reasons. They want to make you feel less than so they can have charge over you. They know the pattern that you've led. They know you got that shit. If you wanted to beat the crap out of them, you could have. If you wanted to tear him down, emotional, spiritual, mental, physically, you could have. But you stood and you stood and you stood until your flesh and your spirit could say no more. And you had the strength. It took a while, but that's fine. As a water sign, we intend to take and take and take, and then we're still holding. But believe you me that when we take charge, there's no fucking way. There's nobody that's going to stop us to go where we need to go. And you are one of those. All signs have their capacity, their potentials, you know. But when that horse is coming, when that chariot is on the way, shit, we're out. And I apologize, my language, but it is what it is. Sometimes we have to be a little bit harsh to get that clarity into you or into whoever may be needing it, right? But as my client, you are now specifically in this energy, so we are talking directly to you. Now, Capricorns are very determined. This person that you're with is very determined. He seems to have been playing with his water energies around you, and it can also be because, again, you are a water sign and you intend to be more overly emotional than everybody else. It is a good thing and it can be a bad thing depending on the situation that you're in. Now, and so I feel that we're going to look in the reading, of course, but I feel also that, you know, Capricorns are very, 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 they have a devotion about them. When they're in a relationship, they want to stick, they want to be stable, they want to be nurturing, but because they're feeling that energy towards them, right? If they're not feeling it, they're not going to act on this. And they're very understanding. They're very hard to the core in earth, but they're very understanding with someone's needs and someone's emotion, especially when they can feel and sense that they've been hurt before, and they want to clinch in and they want to be overprotective, you know, and they can do that. But again, we'll look at the reading and then we'll see overall, you know, okay? Let's see. Angels up in heaven and earth, let I see, let I know. When it comes to my client, let I see, let I know. I will see you first, and then we're going to look at the Capricorn, okay? Let I see, ancestors. What is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to see, ancestors? Let I see, let I know. I feel that you're going to be second questioning things here in the next 3 weeks, 3 months. Okay, you're going to be in and out of questioning certain things, doubting yourself again. And we'll see if there's any reason why, but if not, it can just be because of the planetary alignments that are coming in, okay? You're going to have to, and I know that you're patient, and You're going to have to continue more patience as we are right now, September, October, into the mid-November, only because of Mars retrograde. If we start now, we can start aligning yourself so whatever the hinder is that the planet is bringing to you and your relationship into the Capricorn will be less troublesome and more soothing, okay? Let's see, ancestors. Let us see what's going on. Thank you. There we go. We're ready. I feel that this reading came right in time for you and your relationship, due to the fact that we have that Mars retrograde. It's going to be affecting a lot, especially that you've been in and out of your energies. You know, when we have collectively negative energy, and that includes health and the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we act, right? In our surroundings, of course. So there might be a glitch within your health situation that has come about recently, and it will continue off and on throughout this, more critical in this next 2.5 months that we're looking at. And so what it advises you is to be more calm, more intuitiveness, whatever physical activity you've been doing, you might want to realign that to be a slow-paced energy. Maybe some calm, smoothing music, and let your partner create that calm, smoothing music for both of you. That would be a nice thing for both of you to do even. But you have to remain a bit more calm about any situations that are coming about or taking place, because you're going to be feeling like you're boiling, like you want to burst, like you want to just let it out. And you might let it out, but in the wrong way, or be seen in the wrong way. So be very cautious of that. It's more affecting you and the people that are closest and dearest to you. And because Capricorn is going through that similar phase as well, it's going to be 3 times more poignant for both of you to maintain that poise. If any doubts you have about anything, both of you need to just sit and talk and discuss it calmly. If anything comes up that it's upsetting to either or both of you, you must take that moment, that breather, take that deep breath, and then just come back around and calm, discussly, and come with a solution at the time that you decide to discuss it. Do not be going back and forth. Do not be going back and forth. Do not be going back and forth. Do you understand that? And that goes for both of you, especially if he is also listening to this, then perfect. Both of you need to get on board with the program in this situation with Mars. We do not want Mars to come in and break what you already have accomplished this couple of months with your partners or with each other. We don't want Mars to come in and say, you know what, you're still doubting, you're still doing this, or we're going to teach you a lesson, or whatever may be the cause that Mars wants to do for both of you. But because both of you are in a line with the malefic planet here with Mars, see, and for Capricorn, it's going to also affect in the family environment as well as in yours. And so there might be something that's going to take place within the home environment. Maybe something burst out, or maybe all of a sudden something also burst out in the emotional or the physical sense, either with the house literally, property literally, or between both of you. Let's say something happens and somebody finds out something accidentally or what have you. Either way, you both have to take control of that situation, but in a more calm pace, okay? He's going to be feeling tempered out, short in temper, as well as you will. Now, he might have situations with the home environment with you or with someone within his home environment. Let's say his children, baby mama, whatever, family related, parents and whatnot. It could happen either or all even. Okay. And because it's affecting him and he's with you and both of you are also in the same level line, it could also affect you. And you might feel that it's affecting you more because, again, you're a water sign. So you're going to grasp on the emotional sense more. So it will affect you more. Him probably on the physical. But with you, if it affects you more emotionally, then it's going to cause you to have a setback on your improvement that you've done. Whatever comes as we are right now into first half of November, please be very calm and wise. You know that I'm here. Anything that comes about that you need any resolution, you know that I'm here. Anything that you want to talk about, you know that I'm here for both of you. So know that this is a temporary solution, but it's going to be a very slow pace at the end of the day. Whatever will come in is going to take a while to be resolved. So we have to maintain our peace. We have to find a way to de-stress ourselves. And so when Mars comes in directly at us, we can be ready for it. Okay. So, and whatever is going to happen and be resolved, it will be resolved in some levels at the end of November into the 1st of January. For some people, actually, they've been feeling this already in the last 2 to 3 and 4 months, and it's taking place already before the Mars came in retrograde. For others, we're entering, for others, we're leaving that energy, right? So based on your situation, I feel that you're in between both, okay? I feel that you're in between both. If you have been feeling your highest levels in the last month or so, if you've been feeling your best in the last 2 months, then that means your energy, it's a little bit above. Let's say this is the half. You're a little bit above it. So, you know, whatever comes in, it will affect, but not as much. But if you've been under the weather and whatnot in the last 2 to 3 months, and it's going to kind of take you back a notch or two more. Okay. So it is perfect that you came for your reading at this time. Perfect. So let's continue. I feel that there's going to be, and I would hope not, but let me just say this. We do feel that this person does wants to make a return in your life. And I have to say it, we've talked about this, and it shows very much so clear that Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, you know who I'm talking about. Okay. Yes, he absolutely has a regret in reference to what he has done. He's probably going through some type of situation in his life that he is looking back and analyzing that, you know, he could have done certain things better. He could have analyzed things better. He could have treated you better and so forth. So payback is a bitch, right? But he's going through that naturally. And again, we just finished talking about what the changes are coming in. And in your spread, I can see that already. So please be very advised to take a hold of yourself and control yourself. That you might feel that you have a lashing moment. It could be even a bursting moment. If you need to cry, sweetie, go right ahead. Let it out. It is what's the word I'm looking for? To cry is something that we have to let out such energy, right? We don't want to hold it in as much as we've been holding it in. So if you need to let it out, then just let it out, sweetie. Just let it out. Sometimes we're doing our normal behavior things, our normal daily routines, and all of a sudden we find ourselves that we're crying. Fine, so be it. Let it in. It is the spirit that wants to let itself in, find a way to start healing. And if you feel that you've been doing that nonstop lately, then that is a concern. And that is also something that you need to see. Why is it that I'm feeling lately this way? It could be physically, both, and or spiritually, right? So, of course, you can always, chat with me and we'll see what that is. But I feel that you're still defensive here when it comes to you and your partner. You're still at the defense side. You're still in doubting and doubting and doubting whether or not he has friends, and can those friends become into some type of friends with benefit situation. You're still doubting the things that he says to you. um the fact that when they give you the freedom to check and do whatever it is that you feel to do in their situations, it is a good thing. So I have had clients that they're so, you know other lets them do that, lets them check every aspect of their life, their phones, their media, and believe you me, they're still around the corner being more diligently about cheating and whatnot. I am not saying that this is the case with your partner at this time. In your reading, I do not see that in this first spread, but we'll look at his and we will see what that is. Capricorn, if you are looking at this, you already know that, unfortunately, if it's something that I need to see here, I would advise that you will look at your partner and say, sweetheart, let's just talk about it. If I'm saying, okay? And if there is, I will see why and what are the reasons, if there is. And if there isn't, perfect, more the merrier. But I can sense the energy that the Capricorn is understanding with you, and I can see that. He's understanding with what you're feeling, what you're going through. But there's a limited time of how much patience they can also have. He's been very patient, he's been very understanding, and he is continued to say to you what you want to hear and what he wants to let you know how he's feeling. But I also feel that that can become frustrated in his situation. Like, I'm trying, I'm doing the best that I can, but I'm not seeing that improvement, or I'm not seeing you fully trying to put the 100% in there. This is coming from his energy. If he's not feeling like this in this very moment, most likely he's going to be going through this, as we are looking at now, in the next 3 or 4 months. So if there's anything that comes around and has happened and it will take place or has happened, let me know, come back, and then we can see how to align that. But for now, it's what I'm sensing. There's an energy of I trust you, but I don't trust you. I don't trust you, but I believe in you. In that sense, you and him. And it's almost like when he tells you something, you're like, okay, sweetheart. But in the back of your mind, you're still saying, I wonder if so. But I'll just believe him because I need to believe him. I need to see this. Cancer are also intuitive energy, and we all are, according to the planets, every now and then in certain month during the year. But Cancer, you can sense that, and when you have that sensibility, it can be for a reason, but it can also be that your mind is playing tricks because due to the past, and you're still stuck in that past, as we talked about, right? Let's see. So in your reading, you're still looking at him, at Capricorn. You're still wondering whether or not there's still someone there lingering. In your spread, and we'll look at his, but in your spread, it shows that he's trying to just stay afloat, maintain his distance from people, especially those that will cause him any harm in the relationship. Because I do sense that there are at least 2 women in his path, people that he has avoided. We see a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, female. Okay. 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 So it happened for a reason. So there is an energy of a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, female. So this person is someone that he knows, that he's aware of, and so forth and so forth. But I feel that this they've known each other for quite a lot, probably through work environment and whatnot. There is another one, a female who's a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Now, this I feel this shows us 2 energies that Earth sign. So this could also be another Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo person that in the past he has some type of intimacy. In the past, to me, will be right in the beginning with you or right before you. Okay, it feels like that. And if this person is not around his environment, I feel that this person would want to make a return either because of a project or work. And it feels to me like she's going to want to retouch the past. Okay. Again, I do not see him entering into that as of for right now in your spread, but I'll see his more specific. And it has to do through the work environment, through the things, the activities that he does the most. So it's obvious that these are from the past energy, right? But they're still lingering in there. There is another female who is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising here. And this person, let me see here. It's a married person. I feel that this energy is a married person. There was a let's say friendship situation going on between him and Capricorn, and it ended the friendship. It ended whatever it was. It ended. They have nothing. He wants no part of it. Maybe they just started a friendship talking, and then possibly this Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising female. It's almost like an instant attraction, but did not happen. It feels to me. Is how I'm sensing this energy. Now, for the reason that it's still lingering here in this energy, it can be that she finds a way out to reach at him for whatever reason. Can be related to work. She's either looking for a job and whatnot, searches him, or it taps him into through the media. Through the media is how I feel. Okay, for now. It can be through a phone, but I don't sense it. I feel that it's through the media and through somebody else. So-and-so probably can have a job for you. And so that's why she's reaching back to him. But again, I feel that she was either married and is divorcing or going away, from a status relationship that she had. And so she's basically looking for jobs, looking for work. And there was like an instant kind of attraction between them, but nothing of it. And so that's how I see it here. It's like he attracts, yes, females due to the work and due to his physical appearance. He's a good looker, I have to say. And if he's not the good looking type, it is his sense of way of being that he represents himself in the environment that he's in, that he gives that confidence. Okay. And so he attracts females, very much so. So I feel that this is what I'm sensing as we are right now. So we're going to look further down the line. And again, I feel that I'm sensing the negative around you, and it's trying to move forward. It's trying to detach. So be concerned of that. There will be something that is going to happen within your home environment. It could be an argument. It could be a dispute, either with a neighbor, but something that is coming in your home environment. So be very cautious of that. It can also be that that in your home, you're going to feel that you're not completely satisfied or missing or lacking something. And again, this falls back because of the Mars retrograde, but it also falls back on how you're also feeling that the stuck in you, that I can't do this anymore. I need to just rush and do something, or just be very cautious. I do sense that you're going to be home more than usual in the very now. And it can also be, and I have to say this, please be very cautious. If you're running, slow your roll, run softly, not hard. You might fall. You might have anxiety over the limit. You might have or start feeling with headaches and things like that. Mars can attack that. And so can Capricorn as well, I have to say. Well, it affects everybody, and so, but because I feel that you are in the emotional sense with the mind, and so you're feeling that way. Nightmares can come about, and you might feel that the nightmares are so real or so haunting to you. So again, I would have to say that because what I'm sensing here, and because what we're going through in a minute, when I say we, it is you, your spirit guides, and so far, that So I will advise that you're going to have that house cleansing and that spiritual cleansing separately, you two separate and together with the home and so far. We have to declutter, our mind. But I also feel that you're also going to start decluttering your home space. So be cautious when you're decluttering your home space. There might be something that falls on your head or on your partner's head and whatnot. Any trouble that comes into your home environment from the outside, you just take that step back and analyze it, and do not get into any confrontations, whether it's with your partner, with each other, or with the outside energies, people, places, and things. Do you understand that? Okay, we wanna protect that energy, that energy that you have. We want to rebuild that wall, but we rebuilt it to the point where you have a door to where you can get out and get in, if even when you feel you need to be uh, surrounded by your own energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. Now, um, let's see. I feel that this is, I'll look at him in the next spread. And for now, I feel that there is, once you start healing this energy, we've seen some improvement in the next 3 months afterwards. There's going to be a new light to everything towards you. I feel that you're going to start feeling that you can breathe a little bit more also, okay? And so there might be some family issues that will take place, either through his children or siblings, or through yours, or even both of you. There might even be a news about someone that has passed or will pass. I have to say that, that. Or someone is reminiscing about someone that they lost and loved one. It feels to me like a Virgo energy here, or a Capricorn energy male. So what I'm saying by that is it could be his family or someone that is close to his environment, okay? But it feels also like a male type, older type, okay? It can be a woman who's older, mature, widow type and stuff like that, or divorcee type. But it's entwined the energy there, because we're just first looking at you, okay? Yes. Okay. So now let's look at the Virgo. Let's see. Ah, if he's watching, he's probably taking that deep breath and the sweating palms. He's like, oh my God, let's see. What now? Let's see, ancestors. Let I see, let I know. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens. Thank you to the universe and to the heavens. Let I see what's going on. Thank you. Okay, we are ready, ancestors. Thank you. If you have no underage children that you have to take care of home, just go with him. If you're not working, or work with him, interact with his environment, okay? And that is not about keeping an eye on him, but it's about spending more quality time with each other and growing the business together. Do you understand? He likes his comfort with you. He absolutely does. He does not want to interact with any other person. We see a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, rising female here. He does not, if that woman tries to make a pass or something, he will reject that person, is what I'm sensing here for now. Yes. There's going to be a kind of like a drama situation happening here. It feels to me that it's a couple. A Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, rising, and a water sign male. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. There's going to be like a rumor. Somebody's going to say something. You're going to hear something. You're going to see something. And there will be suspicious toward that situation. It can be, again, I feel that it's coming through the family situation there, that conflict and so forth. But I would advise you to avoid it if it's going on at this time, that there's an issue with a family member of yours or his. It can also be... do I want to see that? Because it is a spread. So it could also be that there's, I feel like a two-face here. You know, I feel that someone likes you but does not like you. And because it is a spread, I feel that it is a family member of his. Okay. It can be the ex. Okay. If that person knows about you. So this, you know, Capricorn, I have to give you credit where credit is deserved. I absolutely do. I know it's not easy to understand someone that has struggled a lot with their emotions and with their with everything that they want to do in their life, right? I know it's not easy. And I have to give you credit because you're doing the best that you can to show my client here, the Cancer, that you love her and that you're there no matter what. I absolutely will give you 100% credit on that. And I am sincere to say that I feel that he does love you, because I see it here and I feel it in me. And that he loves the situation within the home environment that he has with you. He will want to continue growing this. And he likes the family stability that you offer to him. Absolutely. And he wants to continue being in a relationship, stable relationship with you. It is very much so given here. Okay. Now, what it concerns, it will be that, you know, if we continue this way, we're not going to get any better but worse. I feel that if he's not feeling that every now and then, he might start feeling in that sense later. Feeling that you're saying what you're saying, but you're not doing what you're saying. Okay. And, you know, he is good as we are right now. But I feel that when a man is ready to settle, when a man is ready to be married, they're ready. And when they give it a year or so and it's not happening, they're going to get used to that type of living. And if they get used to that type of living and agree with it all the time, what's going to happen is they're going to have the freedom to choose to do whatever they choose to do and go about doing their own business. And you know what I mean with that. Now, for now, he seems to be in focus in the relationship with you. For now, he wants to continue doing what's best for you and him in the relationship. And because I say for now, here's the thing. That for now, I feel that, you know, and I'm not rushing you, but please understand that, Cancer. I'm not rushing you to do anything that you don't want to do. That is not what I'm here to do. And I'm not going to want you to do that either, because you're still in a delicate stage. Okay. But there's so much that our partner can take, and it becomes hard sometimes that they have to be the ones to repair what somebody else did. Or that they have to be the one to be blamed for somebody else's mistake. In this situation, he has partial blame to doing certain things in the beginning of the relationship. But it always is that case. When we start a relationship and we're getting to know someone, we're not going to change 100% right there and then, because we don't know where it's going or where it's heading. Even if we feel that this is the person for us, we're still in our old habits, and we do not change from one day to the next. We can't. We're not aligned like that. And especially if we've been years going through our behavior, the way we've led our lives, there has to be that one person, that one soul that will change that, because it's meant to be, right? And again, it goes with you as well. You enter into this relationship and yet you're still hurting and you're still trying to give grief out of that source in your last relationship. So we have to consider all those two things between both of you, and you both have to consider that. But in the long run, you have to know that there's improvement ahead and that you are making improvements ahead. You and also him, right? Vice versa. So, but if they're not sensing that improvement and they always have to walk in shelf, always in tiptoeing, they're going to get frustrated. Taurus, and I'm sorry I said Taurus, but Capricorn can get frustrated when they feel that they've tried it all and they feel that there's no improvement there. They just go on with the situation on a daily basis, but they're not putting that effort. You know what I mean? And they might start putting the effort in the very beginning because it's beautiful, it's new, it's different. And then after a year and a half, they start they're slacking, and they're not actually slacking. They're going back to their behavior, you see? So I'm not necessarily saying that Capricorn will eventually do that, but it can be generated through the effects of both of you, the changes that both of you will or will not make. Okay? The fact that both of you are coming together and both of you have also looked to see what it can be done or not be done, it brings you together and closer. And not every man will want to be looking to see what the wife is doing, especially when they want to heal spiritually, not to mention physically, emotionally. A lot of men don't want to know about their partner or spouse, how they're feeling emotionally. They don't even want to know when your cycle comes in or not. They just want to know when are they ready to get the goods. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, it go through the spiritual sense. They don't want to know any of those things whatsoever. The fact that he is on roll with you in this journey, it is absolutely wonderful. And I feel that he needs to continue that. If he feels this bond, this attachment with you, it is a more spiritual bond than you could ever think of. Okay, because both of you want to be together in the same page. Both of you remember what we talked about in the beginning. You're have that wall and you're alone, no way out most of the time. Well, then here it comes, an excuse, but I don't have them. Then here he comes, to be in that wall with you. And he's going to be the one to light that tunnel so you can have a way out. Okay. He's going to be the one to lead you out. Okay. He's going to be the one to find you a way out, whether he stays in your life permanently or not. Okay. So please understand that for now, he absolutely is in love with you. He wants to continue this relationship and he wants to see a future with you. Okay. Capricorns are not going to go out and about and say, do you want to marry me, just to say it. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're settling type, but not just with anybody. They're the ones that want to be with someone to be with and be stuck with and have a long life with. They would prefer to be with someone that they can spend life with, right? So it makes it challenging for depending on their partner. Okay, so be aware of that. I keep rambling in, but you know what I mean. So here we are, Capricorn. Let's see. I will have to say that once you have your spiritual journey changed, once you have the proper things that both of you need to have done, and I'm going to go here and I'm going to tell both of you that once you've actually done all these things, there's going to be greatness coming. It's going to be a slip and slope because there's going to be a big slope coming in here in the near future for both of you, I feel. Jealousy is going to come on. Jealousy from both ends even, but mainly the Cancer. Jealousy of you talking to someone, of doubts of hearing about probably you having to have a fling with someone in the near future, hearing or knowing Things like that are going to be popping in. So you're going to go through a roller coaster in a few here, if not few months. Um, it will be scattering the energy, but it is a natural course that is going through. Okay. And just because I said that does not mean that it's happening. No, it's not. Take a deep breath, Cancer. It is not happening. As for now, I do not see him doing anything that he should not be doing. Okay. As for now, he is where he wants to be and with who he wants to be, I have to say. As for now, but I feel that there will be a glitch later on, and that glitch has to be taken care of now before it can be different or worse later. That glitch will depend on how you act, how you conduct, both of you at this time that we are in right now. Mars is going to bring that glitch, is going to bring back something or someone from his past, Capricorn's past. That will be very tempting. We see that. But it will be also that Mars glitch that will come into the Cancer's mind, where it will start feeling like it's eating her mind up, like she's like having this nightmares about the past coming into now, and not feeling that she can trust anything or anybody around her. And you Capricorn are doing all that you can, probably even more than other men have. Not probably, you have. So, and you're gonna feel like, okay, I've given all, I've done it all. There's no way of winning this case, and you're going to feel unappreciated. Okay, there's love and nurturing in and out with both of you, but there's going to come a phase where you're going to feel unappreciated of all the efforts that you're putting in. Please understand that all the effort that you're doing, it will pay off because it's what you want. If you put in the effort because it's naturally from you, what you desire out of this woman, the Cancer, because it's natural that you want to be her protector, her supporter, her number one fan, then by God be so. You know, I I applaud you to continue that journey, because what you do out of your own goodness with your own heart, body, soul, and mind will be greatly returned and back to you by the universe and the guides, because you're nurturing someone that needs that nurturing. But not only that, because you feel that this person belongs in your life. And when you feel that way, you naturally change. You naturally change. Remember, we talked about there's always that one person that comes and changes the path in our behavior, because it's our soulmate that truly combines together with us, and because that is the right person that is going to make that cycle change for us. No more of the old patterns, no more of the old behaviors. When you feel that you are emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically connected to that one person, it is heaven on earth, and you feel it in your heart and your body just when they kiss you, just by looking at them, and not to mention when your body combines. So there's something going on between both of you in that sense. When you don't have all those that I mentioned together, there can be a challenging relationship, but there can be a relationship. But I feel that between both of you, you have all that. In Cancer, the fact that you've been through all those things, I have to say that because his past has a little doubt, the Capricorn's past, it could be that that is why you had all those challenges to prepare you for this relationship, to make you understand and appreciate that what you need to appreciate is the now and the later, not the past, you know. Because if you're thinking back over and over what it was done and said to you, you're holding to that, and yes, it is affecting you in the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act, in everything. And it is hard. It is hard to get over all those things. We can go our whole life dragging and dragging and dragging. And unfortunately, when retrograde planets come in, they intend to bring that sorrow back, or that joy back, or whatever it is that we were going through, right? So it's tough. It's hard. But unfortunately, we are not in the heavens. We're in between, and we are not perfect. So we have good and bad. And now we got to balance that out. I feel that both of you are trying to follow that direction. So having to said that, Capricorn, you do desire to marry the Cancer. You do want to put a ring on this woman. You know, she's wearing one. She's wearing one right now, but you want that to be the permanent on her finger. I feel the sensibility that in the future, and I will not at this time know, because again, the planets are just all over the chaos. If and when you decide to get married, let me know. We can look and see what initially will be the best. Like, you choose the dates, and I will look into all those dates. But I would have to say that in the near future, she will be your missus. Okay? Uh, because I feel that there's going to be an energy of changing between both of you after a long while of hard work. And after coming together to understanding where you want to be. Temptations are always going to be there, Capricorn and Cancer. Temptations are very hard to knock out. And so if you love your job, then go right ahead and continue your journey. But see that your partner is a part of that journey also. Okay? See that you both can come together and maybe build something together, so you can both align each other in the work environment, business environment. And that way you're both into this together in that journey. Okay? Not just in the emotional sense, but the physical sense. And I see abundance in that growth. I see money coming in you. I see wealth coming in both of you, to tell you the truth. And I see that growth coming in both of you. She is a go-getter. She is a very, very strong person. Cancer is not given the credit that she deserves to herself. I can give you credit every day. I can remind you every day of the strength that you have, Cancer. But I also need you to see that in you. I also need you to understand that everything you've been through, you are standing much more firm in the ground than you've ever been. You are not weak in no sense. In no sense. In no sense. Sometimes there has to be a past where we have to go through where we're feeling that darkness. Absolutely. But depending who you have around you at that time to get you out of it or duck you more. And I, for one, cannot stand someone being in the dark. I, for one, cannot stand someone being hurt and not knowing what their value is. So it is about us, and I mean the spirit guides and you, of course, you already know that. Making sure that you see that. Making sure that you acknowledge that in you. Making sure that you're worth it. Because we're all worth it. Including the bad people. Yeah, including them too. It is what it is. They have their karma, and they do what they do because of their karma. And sometimes they do things unintentionally, sometimes. But even we have to be equal. You know, and by that I mean the spirits and our angels. We have to, because we cannot see the wrong in the spirit. You know, when I see a person, I can see the bad and the good, but I have to focus on the good, you know, because the good is always going to outdo anything. The white light, the heavens and earth will always outdo anything. If we believe, if we trust, and if we have faith, that will always be the win. Trust and believe, that will always be the win. And that's what's going to be the win here. Okay? Now, the Virgo female here, Capricorn, I'm going to tell you this. She is up to something. She's up to something because she seems to be very friendly with you. You're going to do something that is going to be looked at in a good eye, in the good sense, okay? And she is going to be looking at you in that sense of, I wonder if he still wants me. I wonder if he still needs me. I wonder, and she's going to be in that sense, that Virgo. And I have to say that by any chance, if she reaches out to you in a flirtatious way, nice, kind way, Capricorn, you know women, you know what they're after. If that's not what you have any interest in, you shut it down at that time. Now, if that the child that you and this person have together, if this child is with you, then there's not necessarily no need to communicate with this person, because the child will have the age enough to communicate with the absent parent, and there's no need for you to be involved. But you want to be respectful toward that relationship. It's an unfortunate thing because a lot of times, when we get into a relationship and we have children and they're still small, the ex can be very hindering to a relationship, especially if they're greedy, selfish, if it's all about them all the time, especially if they feel that there's still something going on or is going on and things like that. It's very hard to accept that, or for someone else to accept you in those conditions that you have baby mama drama and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's very hard. And so it would have to be a nurturing woman to be very accepting of that, as the Cancer is. But again, with this Virgo female, I advise you again that it might cause the clinch or problem in your relationship, because she's going to be persistent. In of course, she's going to use either the child, wanting to see the child, pick up the child or something. It only is because she wants to see you. Okay, she wants to see you. I don't care if she's with someone. I don't care if she is or not married. I don't care. She's not stable with anybody in her sense, in her mind. She can be physically, but in her mind, she's still lingering. She's still in her mindset. It's still childish, I feel. So she must do something that is not appropriate to her age. So I would advise you to be very discreet, direct with the absent parent, okay? And there's no need to, as always, be negative about her to your child, because again, if the child lives with you, then you need to just keep that in a civil sense, right? I would say that to be very cautious with that energy, with that person, because she will come in to cause conflicts in your relationship. If she knows about the Cancer, she doesn't really care, If she does not know about the Cancer, she's going to have a fit, and she's going to have some type of a conflict there with you, okay? If by now, I think that everyone in your circle should know about the Cancer anyways. By now, everyone should know that you're in a stable relationship. Everyone. You may not be wearing a ring, but everyone should know that you are married. Common in law, you're already married anyways. So I think that you need to step that plate a little bit more, right? In public, especially. I have to say that a lot of women out there that are up to no good, they're specifically like to get attracted to those men that wear the ring. But you know that already too. So now, Virgo. Yeah, and believe me, you're going to be very surprised that you're going to see the reaction of this female Virgo, that she's coming at you, and it's considering, she's even going to ask you, are you happy with her? Do you truly do love her? Because you didn't do this with me, you didn't do that with me, or you don't do that with her. She's going to give you this little drama kind of thing here, okay? It shows us a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising female, but I have my senses are telling me that it is the ex baby mama drama. Is how I see it. Okay. Now, I'm going to see the third spread, and that'll be a spread for my Cancer, of course. And we will see the energies of both of you entwined. Thank you, ancestors. Let's see. Can you see here for my client ancestors? Thank you, universe, into the heavens. Thank you, the universe. It's going to be a while, a pretty long video. I can see that now. So I should have said it in the beginning. Get a glass of wine or a cup of tea and watch a movie of over an hour. Oh, let's see, ancestors. Let I see. Thank you for my... Thank you, ancestors. Let I see. Let I know one more. Thank you. One more, ancestors. Thank you. We're ready. Absolutely gorgeous. This is beautiful. So you both are going to get into the right path after long struggles, and we keep seeing this. Remember that. There's going to be a change in your home environment in the near future, probably sometime next year. It can be that you're looking to expand the home or expand your environment in the home department here. There's a woman here who has, there's going to be some type of a conflict in this situation. Again, it shows a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Cancer. So she might cause a friction between both of you. The fact that it shows in this energy, she can be precisely Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, but it can be entwined with a different female energy. We'll see as we go along, okay? Yeah. You're not going to want a part of anybody to be coming into your life or your relationship. I feel that you're going to close out a lot of chapters of your life. You're not going to want to hear from people that does not serve you right. You're not going to want your partner to be in contact with any females, period, especially the ones that he had any type of intimacy going on there, okay? If you're willing to put the work, and there will be a continuous, yes, I feel that so we definitely see here that there's some kind of improvement within your home environment. I feel that you are going to want to either change something or redecorate your home environment, and or try to invest in a property or so in the near future. Probably so sometime next year. It shows after 6 months, 9 months. So there's going to be a shift and a change there. And again, Cancer, because this is your spread, I feel that you are going to be a bit more overprotective about your partner. I feel that you, there are going to be times that you might even see some messages about someone that's texting him or emailing him, or via Facebook or Instagram, certain things like that aspect. I feel glinches of people trying to ask him out, or commenting on something that is sexually interaction, okay? So you're going to be feeling a little bit, how do I feel? Overprotective, yes, but jealousy and a bit obsessive. So be very cautious of that. And again, I feel that there's going to be some type of conflict within your family situation because of, it feels to me that it is a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. But it feels, yes, it's coming from the ex energy of his, but it can also be another energy within your surroundings, within your family, someone that is also in that same umbrella, I feel, okay? There's going to be conflicts in your family situation going on here. I feel that your ex is going to be talking to a family members of yours. he's going to be wanting to butt in into your situation to see how you are, where you are, with who you are you happy? He might want to come back around in the picture again. um and again, it's also because he's not happy in his situation. Maybe he is also moving from home environment and so whatnot. His love department is not where it used to be or where it is, and so I feel that he's regretting, being away from you, being separated from you, divorcing you, and things like that. It can also be because whatever relationship he's into will not suffice the circumstances that he's used to treating the women in his life. Okay. So therefore, he comes back to what he knows, and regretfully enough, he's feeling that way toward you. So be very mindful of that it's going to come and take place as of now in the next 3 months, or even more than that, probably 6 to 9 months. It may even be even sooner. You never know, because of the energies that we're in right now. Okay. If that's the situation, there might even be a conflict that will take place between your partner Capricorn and this other person. Okay. It can also be that that ex happens to come by and knock on door on your home just because, um, for whatever excuse, maybe due to a family situation or whatever, something that you might have had ties to, or something like that. But it feels to me that it's conflict that is coming into your home, into your door. Okay. Through outside parties. So again, be very wise of that. um, I feel that also, because we are sensing a negative energy here, and it's coming from someone within your uh, energy. It feels to me that, how do I put it? This female, it's a family member, but not a family member. It is weird how I'm sensing this energy. I'm not sure if you knew about this woman who could have in the past been going to someone that reads their cards or something like that, or she herself, uh, that acting the know-it-all, what have you. It's an energy that is in your surroundings. This person has an energy of having to have done something. It could have been someone that your spouse was with in the past, being back and forth with, cheating and whatnot, and this person probably wanted both of you to break up and whatnot. Either way, it's an energy that came in within your surroundings that did do something spiritually to put you in a certain mode, kind of, you know what I mean. If And I wouldn't say necessarily a voodoo type, but they acted something spiritually toward you, is what I'm sensing here. I feel that this person you have a know about. You know of this woman, um, either because you know the person literally, in face to face, or you've been to this person. But it's in your past surroundings. You know of this person, is how I sense it. Okay. It can be that you've been to this person before to help you on something, and it shows to me that it had backfired. But it also can be as well through the energy of your ex that did this woman wanted at all costs this man, though I don't feel that he's with her either. But so it's almost like, oh, let me try this. Oh, let me see if it works. You know what I mean? And they did do something, but they did it in the wrong way. So the energy scattered in the wrong way. Is how I'm sensing this. So all of what's in your mind is not all necessarily what you actually have been through. It feels to me that someone literally acted on it on a spiritual sense. Okay? That's what I gather here. So you let me know if you're recollecting on whoever this may be. But it also feels to me that you're going to have to act on this also. Okay. Now, it is a beautiful reading after all. At the end of the day, it is absolutely something that is that I look forward to seeing you accomplish and seeing you trying to lead that path that you are deserving of tremendously. Okay, it's going to take a while because of Saturn being there and having a slow change in us, but Saturn is about making us understand and realize that you're going to have to analyze those changes slowly. But when you get there at the end of Saturn's coming in, going out of us, any changes that you're making at the end of that cycle is going to be permanent. So we are in that phase of changing toward a stable relationship or stable environment, a stable growth, anything that is serving us and our loved ones in all in one. You know what I mean? So whatever you're suiting now, you're suiting up to be victorious. Whatever you're suiting now, you're suiting up to make sure that you and your loved ones are taken care in that form, or that you emotionally are taken care completely. At the end of the day, at the end of Saturn, you are going for a permanent something, right? So what is that permanent? The permanent stability that now you can feel free, and feel free in your space, feel free to love, feel free to be you, and just feel that energy of that joy within you. And when you do, let it maintain, let it muster in your surroundings. Okay. um and I feel that we are closing in the recording now, our reading. And as always, my sweetheart, I wish you love and light. And of course, I'm here for you. And I wish both of you to continue harmoniously and joyously uniting each other's company more and closer together. When two people are in that sense, there are energies that want to attack us. Yes, there are people in that energy that we do not want to see good in anybody, right? So you have to maintain closer and more bond together so nothing and no one can come and take that away, because you deserve it, he deserves it, to find each other the way you have to find each other. Okay, you're here for him and he's here for you. So focus in that sense, focus and continue in that path. Love and light. Thank you.